the primary ball handler for 3 possessions. Just 3 possessions. That's a potential defensive player of the year. They're basically nullifying. And why? They're swinging the ball around. They're moving it. They're making sure Kawhi Leonard isn't even in the radius of these guys. So you have your best player on one part of the floor.
So let me ask you this then, Pablo. Does that make you think the Spurs don't have any comeback here? They don't have any response to what Houston does well?
From an X's and O's and talent perspective, James Harden and 4 shooters is really, really hard for these.
Easy, Romeo. You sound like you're about to go Plashkian and call this series over, are you?
I'm close, but I'm not quite Plashkian yet.
Well, you never go full Plashki. I mean, that's a good advice. Bill, speaking of...
I'm so glad you're not Plashkian. Oh, good. Heaven forbid. No, I think LaMarcus Aldridge, but mine hit the nail on the head. LaMarcus Aldridge, as many turnovers as baskets, 2, minus 36 when he's on the floor. They brought him in for these situations. He can turn the series around. He's got to be the one.
Pick a game tonight, right now, with Don. I need people to mute tomorrow, so go ahead.
I picked the Spurs in game 2.
Jones?
Spurs.
Plashki Jr.?
I do not answer to that name, but I will say the Rockets.
And Bill?
Spurs.
All right.
You'd be lucky to be Plashki.
Orioles, Red Sox now. Last 5 games between these two has had to have about half a dozen pitches in or around ribs and heads and body parts. Sale behind Machado yesterday. He homered later in the game. And then, after the game, he kind of hinted he may have lost respect for the Red Sox.
I've lost my respect for the organization.
Sale's response to this, by the way, was whatever, not losing sleep. Bomani, how's the whole self-policing thing going?
I mean, this is crazy to watch here. Now, Machado, of course, becomes difficult to believe when he keeps asserting that slide that one day wasn't on purpose, when he's also the dude who threw the bat at that third baseman at one time and said that wasn't on purpose either. That being said, it has to feel to him like this is just continuing and never ending. He made the point that, hey, the pitcher has a weapon, I got a bat, but I don't get to do anything with that, so how are we going to level up the playing field? And there is something to be said for that. You're going to keep letting pitchers throw these things at these players in the batter's box. They can't do anything in return, and I see totally why it gets old to them.
Pablo?
When it comes to violence in any sport, whether it's fighting in hockey, whether it's just football as a concept, the question I always want to ask is, do these guys know what they're getting into? Is this what they signed up for? And if you're Machado, or you're a hitter in the American League in particular, where pitchers, of course, don't have to get into the box and potentially face retaliation like that, one of the questions is, maybe these guys aren't cool with this. And if a bunch of hitters are not okay with getting thrown at like this, I think there's something to be said for them actually saying, look, it may be more macho for us to not be scared of 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, but we can't do anything about this, and in fact, that is terrifying. And if a lot of guys are saying that, I think that's absolutely a matter for the commissioner to look into.
Bill Plashki?
5 times they threw at him. 5 different times. That's a bad Red Sox clubhouse. That's a punk Red Sox clubhouse. Everybody's afraid to say it. I'll say it. Because I've been around baseball many years. You don't do that. 1 time's enough. You throw this buddy backs into it, over with. To keep throwing at him like that, something's going on in the Red Sox clubhouse that's bigger than just Manny Machado, bigger than the Orioles. It's some kind of vibe.
Well, can you surmise what it could be? I mean, if Machado had the slide. I mean, we can date it back to that at least.
It's this ugly pseudo-macho thing, and maybe it comes from Pedroia. Maybe because it all started because Dustin Pedroia got a little hurt. Maybe it all comes from him. He's their leader in there. But something's wrong.
I mean, the Orioles, of course, went right back at the Red Sox as well. Remember, Zach Britton had that quote, what's going on in their clubhouse. You got to question that. I mean, they were also lurking here. Adande, how do you see this?
Tony, going back at him with quotes or going back at him with the baseball bat? And if the office of the commissioner is not going to do anything to crack down and discourage teams and pitchers from throwing at batters, then maybe they look the other way when batters take offense and head out to the mound, bat or no bat. So we'd see an end to it really quickly right now. It's so one-sided right now. So either the commissioner has to crack down on the pitchers or the commissioner has to allow for the batters to wreak vengeance however they want to do. But right now, they're still so freaked out by those pictures of Juan Marichal going at John Roseboro, those old black and white pictures.
Well, they should be, shouldn't they? I mean, you can't have a guy wielding
it's a terrifying sight, but it's no more terrifying to have 100 miles
throwing a rock at somebody at 99 miles per hour. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right there. The thing is, when they do suspend, it's a relief pitcher who misses, 1 or 2 appearances, and it's a position player who misses a week and a half. That's where the inequity is. We're taking a break right here. Fire Cells next.
Around the Horn is brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy any size soft drinks for only $1 at participating McDonald's.
Those who suffer from lower back pain go to great lengths to find relief. Finally, there's drug-free Aleve Direct Therapy, a TENS device with high-intensity power that uses technology once only available in doctors' offices for deep, penetrating relief at the source. Aleve Direct Therapy.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a coop soup.
So beautiful.
Beautiful just like you.
And we covered it November 6, 2009. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Where did we find the inspiration for our new flavors? It walked right in the door. Introducing new signature crafted recipes. Pico guacamole, sweet barbecue bacon, maple bacon Dijon. You bring your flavor to the world, we bring ours to you.
Advil liquid gels work so fast, you'll ask, what bad back? What pulled hammy? Advil liquid gels make pain a distant memory. Nothing works faster, stronger, or longer. What? Pain. Advil.
From the muddy trenches of World War I to the skylines of America, Carhartt has been the uniform for anyone who fears no weather or world in front of them. There are 92 unpredictable days of spring. We've got your back for every single one.
To stand tall in the NBA playoffs, you only need to do one thing. Persevere. Every quarter, every minute, every breath. Just keep playing. Never surrender.
I'm Invests, and as a vested investor invests, I invest with E-Trade, where investors can investigate and invest. Invests. Or not invests.
This is my retirement. Retiring retired tires, and I never get tired of it. Are you entirely prepared to retire? Plan your never-tiring, retired tires retirement with E-Trade.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right. So, I ordered you a car. Thank you. You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes. Okay, thanks, bud. Bye. Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
Hit Escape with great deals on great gear, like Bass Pro Canopy chairs for under $20, only at Bass Pro Shops. We'll always brew our beer to have more taste and be less filling. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Aaron Judge. The guy is 6'7", 275. He's just gigantic. He can hit it out of any park in any direction.
Sunday Night Baseball. Yankees, Cubs at 8 on ESPN.
Buy or sell.
Warriors 106, Jazz 94. Maybe it was that close. Maybe it wasn't. Sam Amick, USA Today, says the Jazz deserve a mulligan. First game of a series doesn't tell all of a series. Bill Plaschke, you would never think the first game of a series would tell all of a series. Are you buying that here?
No, I am buying that here because the Jazz, this is a game the Jazz could have stolen. There's no mulligan here. Game 1, they're still kind of on a high after beating the Clippers. Yet they come out. The Golden State 5 players with 5 assists, at least 5 assists. The Jazz, no players with 5 assists. First time in NBA playoff history that's happened.
I'm trying to figure out that's actually interesting or just confluence of.
Well, you give me points for it.
Just a bunch of numbers. Adonde, how about you?
I'm selling Plaschke saying it's not over. Bill, I don't even know you anymore, man. Who is this guy in Plasma One? I'm also buying the notion that the Jazz get a mulligan because they were just coming off a 7-game series against the Clippers. It's their first time in the second round, and as you play the Warriors more, you start to become accustomed to the speed and the way in which they play. The rest of the series will be more competitive.
Bomani Jones?
J.A. left L.A. and I realized he and Plaschke never agree on anything. I couldn't tell that because never on the show before. Now, as it goes for this particular topic, I mean, you could say that the Jazz could get a mulligan. The problem is they caught a game where the Warriors shot under 30% from three-point range and they lost by double digits. That might have been the Warriors' mulligan, and they got a W.
Pablo Torre?
And the even worse news is that the Jazz are the best in the league at one thing, transition points. And the Warriors dusted them in that category 29-6. I am the type of person who thought that the Warriors would sweep the Jazz. There's no evidence to the contrary that I've seen so far.
Cavs, Raptors, Game 2 tonight. Your other foregone conclusion. So we're going to buy or sell Tyronn Lue.
It's the hardest job by far. It's the hardest job. But, you know, I've been through a lot of tough things in my life anyway, and I just try not to listen to the outside noise, you know, to the media and what they have to say. You know, as long as I have the support of, you know, David Griffin, you know, Dan Gilbert, my players, the city of Cleveland, you know, the state of Ohio, as long as I have that support, that's all that matters.
So that's all he needs. The owner, the entire organization, the players, the city, the state. Jay, he doesn't care what you think, which is bang on. But buy or sell, the Cavs job is the toughest in the NBA.
I will buy that, and I'll add the thing he left out, coaching LeBron James. If it was that easy, well, David Blatt would probably still be the coach in Cleveland, right? So it is difficult with the expectations and the demands and the control that LeBron has. And guess what? Ty Lue's done a pretty good job with all that so far.
Bomani Jones?
All right, I sell that it's the toughest. My man Shannon Penn makes that point. Go tell Jeff Hornacek that your job coaching LeBron is tougher than his job coaching the Knicks. That being said, coaching LeBron, a lot tougher than it appears to be. And this is the only team that's actually championship or bust every year. Not even the Warriors. I think the Warriors get more slack in their city not winning championship than the Cavs will here on out because of the pressure of the window.
You don't think the Warriors are championship or bust the last couple of years?
Not in the way that LeBron is. Like, think about what we're going to do to LeBron if they don't win a championship this year.
Pablo, what do you think of that?
Well, I think Kevin Durant, being a Warrior now, may raise the expectation level for this team. I think those are the two teams with binary expectations, but I will point out we're second-guessing Ty Lue, second-guessing us, second-guessing him. Now, this is all to say that this is maybe a very politically complicated job, but to Bomani's point, it sounds like a guy who's saying, hey, riding shotgun is a lot harder than it looks.
Bill Plaschke gobsmacked by what Pablo just said there. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, the binary. He lost me at binary, but no. But the whole thing is he has LeBron James. You have close to LeBron James. You're going to the finals. So it's a tough job, but it can't be the toughest job if you're guaranteed to go to the finals every year. Now maybe you don't win the finals, maybe you get fired for not winning the finals, but you get there. You have a chance to win. You have a chance for a ring every year with LeBron. How tough can that be?
Buy or sell 3, Aaron Judge, hurting baseballs and TVs. The majors leader in home runs, Joe Girardi, quote, he's a little bit like Derek to me, end quote. Buy or sell that, Bomani, and buy or sell Aaron Judge.
Well, I mean, I'm inclined to sell it. Girardi knows Derek Jeter and Judge better than I do, so maybe he knows, but that seems to be a pretty lofty thing to say there. My thing with Aaron Judge is, at first I'm like, get him out of that nose tackle number 99, except he's bigger than a nose tackle.
Torre?
I buy Aaron Judge and all that he represents, but I sell this because there's this term in business called the generic trademark. So if you Xerox something, you're photocopying. If you blow your nose with something, you're using a Kleenex. Derek Jeter is the generic trademark for class. Because guess what? Michael Kadire has been compared to Derek Jeter. Mookie Betts has been compared to Derek Jeter. He's just a catch-all that people use because, oh yeah, that's the guy we always think of because he's classy.
That's a Pablo Torre answer from Pablo Torre. Go ahead, Bill Plaschke.
Yeah, I'd almost rather him say Paul O'Neill or somebody. It's a little much putting Derek Jeter on him. He's still young. The season's young. You know, then what Jeter did so well was he played so well through the storms. He survived all the distractions and hassles of New York. Judge has not faced any of that yet. We'll have to see.
That's why I buy Girardi, because he made the comparison about his composure and his attitude. He didn't say he's just like Derek Jeter in that he can get it in without somehow managing to land all over the tabloids. That's Jeter's greatest triumph, right? All those years
for you maybe. Some might say it's what he did in the postseason, but I see
yeah, some might say that.
No, we wouldn't. Plaschke Jones.
It's Rings model.
Getting a bolt right here. Smile for the picture. Adon next. Torre. Showdown next.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste.
to be enjoyed on nights that start out as afternoons. Miller Lite. Hold true.
With Advil, you'll ask, what twisted ankle? What muscle strain? Advil makes pain a distant memory. Nothing works faster, stronger, or longer. What? Pain. Advil.
Introducing the LG G6, the big screen that fits in your hand. Buy the LG G6 and get a Google Home on us, plus a free G-Pad X at T-Mobile.
Hit Escape with great deals on great gear, like Bass Pro Canopy chairs for under $20, only at Bass Pro Shops.
We've done well in life. With help from our advisor, we made it through many market swings. Sure, we could travel, take it easy, but we've never been the type to just sit back. Not when we've got so much more to give. When you have the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise.
Anyone can say fresh, but Wendy's does fresh. Like the new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad, made with fresh chopped produce, freshly grilled chicken, and of course, fresh mozzarella cheese. So try Wendy's new fresh mozzarella chicken sandwich and salad today.
There's no one else in the world like you. So I wanted you to have the ring to match.
At Jared, we only sell one piece of jewelry. The engagement ring of her dreams you had designed just for her. In fact, with custom design services in every Jared, anything you can imagine, our expert jewelers can create. Something completely original. Completely unique. Completely her. Custom design. That's why he went to Jared.
There's nothing more important to me than my vacation. So when I need to book a hotel room, I want someone that makes it easy to find what I want.
Booking.com gets it. They offer free cancellation in case I decide to go from kid-friendly to kid-free.
Now I can start relaxing even before the vacation begins.
Your vacation is very important. That's why Booking.com makes finding the right hotel for the right price easy. Visit Booking.com now to find out why we're Booking.yeah.
NBA playoffs tomorrow on ESPN.
And our family will burn to the ground.
They have no idea what kind of war we bring.
It's y'all fault because y'all constantly have to clap back.
That's what we do.
All new Empire. Tonight at 8 on Fox 32 Chicago.
At the top of our newscast, we get to the news right away.
We give a lot to you in the first 5 minutes. The way we get the story out to people is better today. There is a clear difference with the way that we do things. We come with a lot of energy.
We don't waste time.
You'll see it at 5 and 9.
It's never enough to just open your business.
Nobody cares for me.
You need to get the word out. From business cards and banners to